The episode began in Fuchsia Village, Luffy's hometown in the East Blue. Kuma, now a warlord of the sea and partially a cyborg, observes a 16-year-old Luffy training in secret in the forest of Mount Kolubo. Luffy practices his Gomu Gomu no battle axe, the same attack he later uses to defeat Arlong and the Krieg pirates, pulverizing rocks and startling wildlife. Kuma remembers in a flashback as he recalls a trip to Goa Kingdom with the Revolutionary Army. He noticed Dragon's familiarity with the island, so he spoke. When I went to stretch my legs earlier, I found a remote village on the outskirts of the island. There was a young boy there. Quickly, Dragon stopped Kuma from speaking further, saying, "If you keep talking about this, you may as well kill me yourself." Curious, Kuma asked what he meant by that, but Dragon replied, "A child is the parent's weakness." Hearing this, Kuma quickly stopped and apologized. "I'm sorry, I'll forget what I saw." Before we proceed, please hit that subscribe button to watch and stay notified on every new episode. Back to the present, Kuma watches in awe, recognizing Luffy's devil fruit powers as that of Nika. Even Luffy was happy with his training and future plans to become a pirate. Retracting his elongated leg, Luffy spoke out, "I gotta be ready for when someone tries to take my crew away. I won't let it happen. But if anyone tries, I will give them battle axe to the face." This statement made a nearby alligator and tiger afraid, but Luffy promised not to eat them. Suddenly, Kuma's phone rang, distracting Luffy as he blasted himself away. Perplexed, Luffy spoke. "That's weird. What was that feeling just now? It gave me the chills. I bet there's still some tough opponent around here. I gotta beat them all before I set sail." The scene then shifts toward the seas as Kuma receives orders from the Navy to kill off scum pirates who are raiding a nearby merchant ship. Kuma cuts off communication as he prioritizes saving some of the merchants who need hospital care. After that, he tracked down the pirates and told them to surrender. Knowing who Kuma is, they quickly stopped and returned everything they stole, saying, "It ain't worth our lives." At sundown, Kuma sat down to compose a beautiful letter for Bonney, which says, "Dear Bonney, the world is full of beauty that can't be captured in photos or picture books. I long to see your bright smiling face as you experience such wonders for yourself." Early morning in Sorbet Kingdom, Bonney became anxious to receive letters her father promised her. Observing this, Totsu and Potato revealed that her father is a very busy man. Bonney kept on complaining, but Granny Connie assures her that one of these days, News Coup will deliver the letters. On that same morning, Alpha receives a newspaper and letter from News Coup. She gave one of her agents the newspaper to deliver while tearing the letter to pieces, as she complains about Kuma's resilience in writing letters for the past 10 months. The new letter, which was torn, says, "One last thing, Bonney. You're probably sick of me saying this, but I love you so much. I'll be sure to write again soon." The scene shifts to Bonney, who buffs herself up, pressuring Gyogyo to have a training session with her. Declining, a quarrel broke out as Gyogyo insisted that she take her medication. Suddenly, Alpha barges in. She thought her eyes were playing tricks on her because she saw buff Bonney, who's now reverted to a child. Anyway, Alpha sat Bonney down as she gave her the medication. But within her mind, she knows that the medicine isn't working, it's just a sham. Gyogyo asked Granny Connie why they are hiding Bonnie's ability from the medical team, but Granny replied that it's for Bonnie's safety. Meanwhile, at the Navy Science Division Lab 8, Vegapunk was congratulated by Stussy for his effective progress in transforming himself and the island. His large head had been cut off and kept, replaced with an apple that looks like a signal detector. Hearing that Kuma is going to lose his personality, Stussy wondered who's in bondage, a clone with free will or a human that lacks it. But Vegapunk stopped her, saying, "You're just as human as the rest of us." Kuma asked Vegapunk what it means to lose personality, but he replied, "Up to this moment, decisions have been yours to command, but after this, they're not. If you were asked to kill a child, you would do it in a heartbeat. All your memories and empathy as a human will be wiped out." Vegapunk continued that Kuma has one more year before his personality is completely erased. Preparing another letter, Kuma responded that he will keep on writing letters for Bonney till his time runs out. This caught Stussy's emotions as they talked about Bonney, who is now almost 9 years old. Finally, it's Bonnie's birthday as everyone congratulates her. Granny Connie prepares an extra large pizza for her. They drank and ate till they fell asleep. Waking up at night, Bonney sneaks out to check the mailbox. Still, there were no letters. Sitting down sobbing, she weeps in tears, saying, "Daddy, I'm 9 now. You said you'll write me a letter." So she continued to cry even more. And so half a year passed without a single letter reaching the church. At the Revolutionary Army headquarters, calls came in reporting that Kuma saved them when everything was going sideways, then he disappeared. Observing this, Dragon told the soldiers not to go after Kuma. He must have had a reason for his actions. Bonney rejoices as her sickness is now cured, so she insists on going outside. Alpha stopped Bonney, claiming that she has orders to keep her inside and supervised until her 10th birthday. Bonney refused and told her that Vegapunk said she would be fine after a year. That time has passed. Back at the church, Granny Connie revealed that Alpha and her medical team are all government agents, shocking everyone. The info leaked when they were drinking. She continued, Bonney had already been cured, but there may be a reason why they are keeping a perfectly healthy girl from going outside. Also, it's hard to believe that Kuma didn't send a single letter, Bonney responded, nodding her head saying, "Yeah." So Connie instructed Bonney to head for the port with Gyogyo and the others to find Kuma. Bonney transformed into Granny Connie and walks out with Alpha's permission as she remembered that Gyogyo and the rest aren't just average fishermen, they are strong. Bonney kept on walking as she observed the outside world, the grass, and the beautiful sky with the sun in it. Elders watching Bonney from the church were amazed and called it a miracle. Finally getting to the port, Bonney reverted back to a child as she dashed for the ship waiting for her with Gyogyo and others in excitement. Checking up on Bonney, Alpha found out that Granny Connie is still inside the church. Pissed, she lashed out in anger, looking deceived and dumb. Bonney set sail as Gyogyo and others revealed that they made the ship look like her favorite food, pizza. Suddenly, Alpha appeared within range, looking furious like a tiger. She shouted in anger, "You think you can get away from me? I'll beat you to near death and lock you up day and night." Swiftly, she flew up and started skywalking, shocking everybody. Recalling in a flashback where Kuma told her that Nika's body was rubbery and there was no limit to his power. She jumped out of the ship with boldness, looking fierce and buff, shocking everyone. She shouted, "Distorted future? Give me a nickish future." Suddenly, a giant fist like that of Luffy's Gear 5 appeared, pounding Alpha to a pulp, coughing out blood with an outmatched defeat as she fell to the sea, drowning. Her crew celebrated with unrestrained joy, as the Bonney pirates were soon known to be famous in the Red Line for their strength and agility. The episode ends. Please subscribe for more. Thanks.